Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Free Write Friday. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson, for those of you who don't know me, and I am the founder of Soaring Solo Studios, which is a company that's dedicated to developing, directing, and producing solo theater all around the world. And I work alongside my colleague Heather Dowling, who is an award-winning solo artist, director, and instructor and coach. And we have clients all over the US and abroad, and we just really love helping people tell their stories from stage. So thank you for being here today and tuning in. A little bit of backstory about myself. I am also a solo artist. I toured with my two solo shows, Oblivious to Everyone and Z, for over 13 years. I've aided in the development and direction of let's see, over 150 solo shows at this point, and have produced hundreds of solo shows. So definitely my passion. And I am on the advisory board with the Los Angeles Women's Theater Festival and a blogger for NoHo Arts. So if you go on the NoHo Arts website and look up Soaring Solo, you'll find my blog that has lots of tips for how to tour, how to write, how to perform solo theater. I'd love to hear more about you, so please say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am tuning in from Los Angeles today. We are in the midst of the Hollywood Fringe Festival, which is hundreds and hundreds of shows, not just solo, ensemble and dance pieces and poetry and all kinds of things. And it takes over Hollywood for the month of June. So if you're near Los Angeles, I hope you'll check out the Hollywood Fringe Festival. We have 17 productions from the Soaring Solo community that are in the festival this summer. So please come and show your support. Okay, so if this is your first Free Write Friday, the point of it is really just to gather together in creative community, make a little headway on our solo show writing, and I will always provide a prompt so that we can make some progress. So go ahead and make sure you have something to write with nearby. And if you miss any of my Free Write Friday episodes, I record all of them. So you can go to my Soaring Solo LLC YouTube channel and watch those along with hundreds of other videos full of tutorials and things like that. Okay, so we're just going to jump right in. So today, I want us to think about our character's compass, And what I mean by that is the protagonist of your solo show, so the main character of your solo show, whether that's you or maybe you're doing a biographical piece or some, historic figure or a fantasy character, whatever the case may be, whoever your protagonist is, what is their compass? What drives them through the world? Um, I'll give you some examples. So in the show Redeem Her, which I had the pleasure of working on with my client Tatum, her character's compass is basically being a good Mormon. So she's trying to be a good Mormon. Religion is her compass, and I would say it's maybe split also with her pursuit of wanting to be an actor. So sometimes her compass is in alignment, and then sometimes it's taking her into opposing directions, which creates some of the dramatic tension in the play. We also have the show Breakup Addict by Paige Wilhide, and her character compass is her addiction to men, to sex, to relationships. And so we see where, when that is the compass that is guiding her, where that leads her character until toward the end of the show, her compass changes. Um, and then in the show, there's something seriously wrong with Cyrus, which is currently at the Hollywood Fringe Festival. His compass is, as he puts it in his subtitle, wanting to become a hot bitch. And so basically just wanting to be his authentic self, accept the fact that he's a gay man. Listen to the music that he likes, dance the way he wants to, do the job he wants to do, those sorts of things. And so that's his compass, is trying to become his authentic self and the struggles along the way in doing that. So I want you to think of your own show, and maybe it's easier to even just start with your own life and ask yourself, what is your compass? What guides you through life? What is ultimately the thing that drives your choices, and leads you forward, gets you out of bed every morning, for better or worse? Our character compasses might not always be the healthiest things, but just think about what is it that is leading you. So I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes, and I just want you to write freely about your character compass. And I will let you know when your 8 minutes are up. If you have any questions, you can privately message me in the chat. But just let this be a messy first draft and just get your thoughts out on the page. And at Free Write Friday, we don't share what we've written. So this is really just for you. It's just an opportunity to ask yourself what your character compass is and explore it on the page. All right, I'll see you in 8 minutes. You have about 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Okay, and let's go ahead and wrap up our writing. If you wrote in a journal or scrap paper, I do encourage you to put it, transcribe it into a document on your computer. So you're allowing your writing to accumulate somewhere and keep it safe and stored. Um, and I would just say there's a lot of takeaways with this writing prompt, thinking about our character compass. But I would say we really want to give our solo shows a why. The protagonist needs a really strong why. Um, and we want to avoid our solo shows having kind of an anecdotal, meandering quality that doesn't really suit the world of playwriting. It ends up making things feel kind of drab, and it makes the audience often wonder, what's the show about? Why should I care? Why am I invested? So if we understand the why behind our character and what is guiding them, what is leading them, it's going to make the stakes higher in the solo show, and it's going to help the arc of not only the character but the whole show have a beginning, middle, and end that is transformative and is has an evolution to it. So, like I said, the earlier with the character compass, that can change and transform. It doesn't always stay the same. So, for example, going back to Breakup Addict with Paige Wilhide, her addiction is what is her character compass for a lot of the show. But as she begins to get into recovery and discover her own intuition and her connection to higher power, that then takes over as her character compass, and we start to see how the world of the play shifts and how she changes as the protagonist of the play. So just be mindful of those things as you're writing, and that will help bring a strong arc and a strong why to your solo show. So if you look in the comments, you will see I put a bunch of announcements happening in the Soaring Solo community. We always have a lot going on. And if any of you have a solo show coming up that you want to put in the chat as well, go for it. We are all about supporting each other's solo work, so please feel free to put that in the chat as well. So to start our announcements, my class, The Art of Creating the One-Person Play, which is a free 90-minute experience that I do once a month, is happening on Zoom on Saturday, June 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. You can sign up on my website under free stuff. and you'll be emailed the Zoom link. And if you're curious about working with Heather or myself in a more professional capacity, one-on-one or in small groups or pairs or intensives or anything like that, you can just email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com and find out more about working with us or setting up an initial consultation. You can also fill out a contact form on the website. And also, a good stake to put in the ground would be to be a part of the Revealed virtual reading series that Heather and I do. Essentially, it's just an opportunity to read a work in progress, read your play where it's at right now in front of a virtual audience, have a robust conversation afterwards to find out what's working or not working with your script before you go through the trouble of memorizing it, staging it, adding the technical bells and whistles. So if you're interested in being part of Revealed, just email me for more information. Again, at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. And let's see. And then the next Free Write Friday is happening Friday, July 12th at 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. So just sign up the same way you did today and join us for Free Write Friday. And you can watch all the replays on my YouTube channel, which I also put that link in the chat for you. And let's see what else. We have a lot of festivals that happen throughout the year, and I'm a huge advocate for getting into the festival circuit to build your resume as a solo artist, get exposure to other creatives, um, be nominated or win awards, get reviews, all the different things that you need to just really take your solo show and your solo career to the next level. So there's the Binge Fringe Festival at the Santa Monica Playhouse, the New York City Fringe Festival, which I believe is now called the Frigid Festival. I think they've kind of rebranded. There's the Orlando Fringe Festival. And as I said, right now for the month of June in Hollywood is the Hollywood Fringe Festival. The Joshua Tree Solo Festival, the LA Women's Theater Festival, and the LA Women's Theater Festival is actually taking submissions right now. So if you are female identifying and want to submit, just go to lawtf.org and submit. And there's also the Soaring Solo Star series, which I co-produce with Heather, and that should be happening either in the fall or the winter of this year. And I'll be taking submissions for that soon. So if you're interested in that, you can email me as well, or just look out for my email with more information about the Star series. And I also put the link to our full calendar of Soaring Solo shows. I definitely encourage you get out there, meet other solo artists, go see work. It's educational, it's inspiring, and you'll want people to get out and see your show when you put it up on stage. So be the kind of audience member that you would want. And lastly, I put my blog, the link to my blog on the NoHo Arts website in the chat as well. So if you are someone who just does better reading to ingest the information, then I would suggest checking out my blog. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to hop off, but I will leave the chat up for a few moments in case you're jotting things down, and I'll see you next time.